December 20th, 1968. A night of terror. The night was cold and quiet on Lake Herman Road. Young love filled the air. Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday, a couple on their first date, parked their car. Unbeknownst to them, a dark figure lurked nearby. Suddenly, shots rang out, shattering the peaceful night. Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday were found dead. They were victims of a senseless act of violence. This marked the beginning of a reign of terror. The killer would become known as the Zodiac. The community was shocked and terrified. Who was this killer? Why did he target these innocent teenagers? Fear gripped the area as the search for the killer began. The police had few leads. The killer seemed to vanish into thin air. This brutal act marked the first known crime of the Zodiac Killer. The case would become one of the most infamous unsolved mysteries in American history. The search for the killer would span decades. It would involve countless investigators and theories. The Zodiac Killer's reign of terror continued to grip San Francisco. Fear and uncertainty permeated the city. People were afraid to go out at night. The streets felt unsafe. The Zodiac's methods were brutal and unpredictable. He seemed to strike at random. His victims were young couples. They were in secluded areas. This added to the sense of vulnerability. The police worked tirelessly to catch the killer. They followed every lead. They interviewed countless witnesses. However, the Zodiac remained elusive. He seemed to be one step ahead of the law. The Zodiac's taunting letters to the media only intensified the fear. He claimed responsibility for the murders. He threatened more violence. He included cryptic ciphers. These ciphers challenged authorities to uncover his identity. The Zodiac Killer communicated with the media through taunting letters. He sent these letters to newspapers. He included ciphers in them. He claimed these ciphers held the key to his identity. These letters were filled with boasts and threats. The Zodiac reveled in the attention. He seemed to enjoy the fear he instilled. He challenged the police to catch him. The ciphers were complex and baffling. Some were solved, others remained a mystery. They provided glimpses into the mind of the killer. They offered clues to his identity, but a full picture remained elusive. The Zodiac's communication with the media was a key part of his reign of terror. It kept him in the public eye. It amplified the fear he caused. It taunted authorities, adding to the frustrating mystery. July 4th, 1969 was another night of terror in the Bay Area. Darlene Ferrin and Michael Mageau were parked in their car. They were enjoying the holiday evening when they were attacked. The Zodiac Killer struck again. He shot both Darlene Ferrin and Michael Mageau multiple times. Darlene Ferrin died from her injuries. Michael Mageau survived, providing a crucial eyewitness account. This attack further fueled the fear and panic in the community. The Zodiac seemed unstoppable. His brazen attacks continued to defy law enforcement. The public's sense of safety eroded further. The July 4th attack was a chilling reminder of the Zodiac's brutality. It highlighted the ongoing threat to the community. It intensified the urgency of the investigation. The authorities were under immense pressure to catch the killer. Section 5, the school bus threat, a city on edge. The Zodiac Killer's terror escalated with a chilling threat. He vowed to bomb a school bus full of children. This threat sent shockwaves through the community. Parents were terrified. They feared for their children's safety. Schools increased security measures. Police patrolled bus routes. The city was on high alert. The Zodiac's threat demonstrated his escalating depravity. He was no longer content with targeting individuals. He was now threatening to harm innocent children. This act of terror pushed the community to the brink. The school bus threat marked a new low in the Zodiac's reign of terror. It heightened the sense of fear and vulnerability. It underscored the urgency of capturing this dangerous individual. The city held its breath, hoping the threat would not be carried out. Section 6, a call to the television show, The Zodiac's Voice. In a brazen move, the Zodiac Killer called a live television show. He claimed responsibility for the murders. This act shocked and captivated the public. The call was brief but chilling. The Zodiac spoke in a low, raspy voice. He provided details only the killer would know. This confirmed his identity to authorities. The television appearance further fueled the media frenzy. The Zodiac was now a national figure. His notoriety grew. The public's fascination with the case intensified. The Zodiac's call to the television show was a bold and audacious act. It demonstrated his desire for attention. It solidified his place in criminal history. It provided a tantalizing yet frustratingly brief glimpse into the mind of the killer. Section 7. The Investigation: A Labyrinth of Clues. The investigation into the Zodiac Killer was extensive and complex. Law enforcement agencies dedicated countless resources to the case. They followed every lead. Detectives pored over evidence. They analyzed the ciphers. They interviewed witnesses. They pursued countless suspects. However, the Zodiac remained elusive. The investigation was hampered by the lack of forensic technology. DNA analysis was not yet available. This made it difficult to connect the crimes definitively. The Zodiac's careful planning and execution further complicated the investigation. Despite the tireless efforts of investigators, the Zodiac Killer was never caught. The case went cold. The lack of closure continues to haunt the victims' families and the community. The investigation became a symbol of the limitations of law enforcement at the time. Section 8. The Unmasked Identity: A Mystery Unsolved. The identity of the Zodiac Killer remains a mystery to this day. Despite decades of investigation and countless theories, his true identity remains unknown. Numerous suspects have been investigated over the years. Some seem promising, however, none could be definitively linked to the crimes. The lack of concrete evidence has allowed the mystery to endure. The Zodiac's ability to elude capture has fueled speculation and fascination. Was he a criminal mastermind? Was he incredibly lucky? Or did he simply blend back into society, living a seemingly normal life? The unsolved mystery of the Zodiac Killer's identity continues to captivate the public imagination. It has inspired books, movies, and documentaries. The question of who he was and why he committed these horrific crimes continues to haunt us. Section 9. The Motives: A Dark Enigma. The motives of the Zodiac Killer remain as elusive as his identity. Why did he commit these gruesome murders? What drove him to terrorize the Bay Area? Some theories suggest he sought fame and notoriety. Others propose he was driven by a deep-seated psychological disorder. The lack of a clear motive adds to the mystery and chilling nature of the case. The Zodiac's letters and ciphers offer glimpses into his twisted mind. They reveal a fascination with death and violence. They suggest a desire to control and manipulate. However, they do not provide a definitive explanation for his actions. The Zodiac's motives remain a dark enigma. The absence of a clear explanation adds to the chilling nature of the case. It leaves us with unsettling questions about the depths of human depravity. It highlights the complexities of understanding criminal behavior. Section 10. The Legacy of Fear: The Zodiac's Enduring Grip. The Zodiac Killer's reign of terror left an enduring legacy of fear in the Bay Area. The community was forever changed by his crimes. The sense of vulnerability lingered long after the attacks ceased. The Zodiac case became a cautionary tale. It highlighted the dangers of the unknown. It underscored the importance of vigilance and safety. It became a reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of society. The Zodiac's impact extends beyond the immediate community. His case became a cultural phenomenon. It inspired countless works of fiction and nonfiction. It continues to fascinate and horrify audiences worldwide. The Zodiac Killer's legacy is one of fear, mystery, and enduring fascination. His crimes serve as a chilling reminder of the fragility of life and the darkness that can reside within the human heart. His story continues to resonate with us, prompting us to explore the complexities of evil and the pursuit of justice. Section 11. The Unsolved Mystery: A Continual Fascination. The Zodiac Killer case remains one of the most infamous unsolved mysteries in American history. Decades after the crimes, the case continues to captivate the public imagination. The enduring fascination with the Zodiac stems from several factors. The mystery of his identity, the brutality of his crimes, and the taunting nature of his communication all contribute to the case's enduring appeal. The Zodiac case continues to inspire amateur sleuths and professional investigators alike. New theories and potential suspects emerge periodically. The hope of finally solving the mystery remains alive. The unsolved mystery of the Zodiac Killer continues to be a source of fascination and frustration. The search for answers continues. The hope of bringing closure to the victims' families and the community remains a driving force. The Zodiac case serves as a testament to the enduring power of unsolved mysteries.